I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, that's my booby t-shirt. Yeah. So hi guys, and before that, right, I like to do Insta stories on stage and whatnot. So hold on, everyone, say hi. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Actually, I've been so nervous because like yesterday I was here listening to all your stories and I was like, oh my gosh, my story is so boring, so I don't know if it's gonna, get to you guys. But yeah, so today I'm gonna speak about when you think cancer stops you from life. So just a slight history of what happened. I've been in remission for 4 months. Actually, I was just cleared off last May. So, wait, my mathematics, I'm too nervous, so sorry. Yeah. So but anyway, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer last year. I'm 35 years old, and that shows you that how cancer is growing younger by the day. The youngest one that I've met, 2 weeks old. So because I had a stage 3 breast cancer, I had to remove a tumor, 8 cm long. At first, they diagnosed me with 3 cm, and then after that, they're like, oops, sorry, we misdiagnosed you, so it went to 8 cm. So yeah, from stage 2, it became stage 3. So the story that I want to tell is that, like, I love traveling, and who doesn't, right? And what I've been doing since I was a kid, I like to travel to places to unveil new cultures, to see. I love temples, I love people, I love especially food, which is one of the reasons why probably I got cancer lah, I can come to Penang and eat nasi kandar like 3 times a day, the rojak buah in between, and yeah, that was one of the reasons why my lifestyle, I kind of got this. So, yeah, every time, when it comes to this kind of pictures, right, you feel calm when you're flying, right? You see the clouds, the blue sky, and you feel like, oh, where's my next destination? So, but then my next destination I wanted to tell you guys was, okay, here is a picture of me and my best friend. She's taking an Insta story of me right now. So, we actually love to go to places like where, if it's just newly opened, this was Gili Trawangan, like probably about 4 years ago. So every time that we go somewhere, it's a new adventure. And for example, there's a lot of people, and especially millennials these days, oh, I want to backpack Europe, I want to backpack here, America, I want to backpack there. But actually, have you guys backpacked your own country? It's actually quite interesting. About 10 years ago, I was with these 2 girls. We were in a Volkswagen Beetle 1960. It was a mission to save turtle eggs. So we actually painted the Volkswagen, the Beetle, in a turtle-like pattern, and we drove from KL, went up the peninsula, coming down to Johor, and back to KL in 10 days. So it was pretty interesting. So, okay, next. Okay, this was us last May. Okay, the reason why I'm featuring a lot my friend is because when you travel with a friend, right, make sure your friend take a lot of picture of you. Sorry. Because like when Vivian was asking me, can you give us a little bit more pictures of you, like when you travel and when you do stuff? I was looking through my phone, my Facebook and whatnot. I was like, why is it full with her picture? Oh my God. So anyway, yeah, this was me. We were in Bangkok last year. Because we wanted to go and find food, because sometimes I can be very random. On the weekend I was like, okay, let's go for food. So we'll go to Thailand or Indonesia or whatnot. So, as you can see, yeah, I miss my hair, because you know what? When I went through chemo and my hair dropped, it took a while to grow. So honestly, this is not grown yet. I cleaned up a little bit, but if it doesn't grow long, it grows like a tree where it goes poof. So yeah, sometimes in the morning I look like a tree, but yeah. So this was me in Bangkok last year. So this was, okay, but right now, sometimes when you go to a place and you enjoy it so much, you kind of and you go through something like terminal illness, you blacklist the destination that you went before. So this was right before I got diagnosed. 2 weeks later, I was diagnosed. So next. Oh, yeah. So that was me before my surgery, because I always find ways to entertain myself. Because the thing they said about cancer patients that you need to be very positive when it comes to life, or because like sometimes it's just like a common cold. If you're sick in bed and like having flu and everything whatnot, and if you don't work out, you will still continue to be sick. So what I did was, when the doctor told me that I had cancer, the first thing I did was laugh. Because I don't know why, I was like, I'm not kidding. I know, but it's just quite funny, because the thing is, it got to me. So the thing is, well, after that I cried lah, but laugh first, cry later. That's human mah. So I was diagnosed on 13 May 2016. I went to surgery 1st June. I had chemo 1st July. So there you go. That's a picture of me in mastectomy. I mean, I'm not shy to share this with everyone, because what I do is, the thing about breast cancer in Malaysia is quite taboo. So that nobody dares to talk about it openly, so that's what I do. So that's why I grab life, like what Isabel mentioned, I grab life by the boob. So yeah, that's a picture of my mastectomy. And that was my last day of chemo. So as you can see, what steroid does to you. I was 53 kg. And when I went through chemo, because I was on steroids I had to stop steroids, I put on 12 kg, 65. And then after that, I came, only recently I lost quite a bit because I'm quite active. So I think right now I'm at 58, 57. So the thing when I was going through treatment, because I love to travel, I love to do adventurous stuff. I do hiking, and the things that I wanted to do, I had to put it off. Just due to the fact that my doctor was like, no, you cannot travel. Then I was like, can I at least travel Malaysia? Yeah, sure, go ahead. So we actually, like, I think it was my 3rd chemo, where I was in Perhentian. This picture changed my life, because I love the beach, I love wearing bikinis, enjoying the sun, sea, and I was thinking, how would I do this without one book? It's going to look funny. People would think I'm like probably coming, okay, is there any Thai people here? Maybe they think that I didn't have enough money to put up, one side, so yeah. So I was really, really demotivated at that time. But a friend was like, hey, why not take out one side and just, don't care about what people say, because it's all about you. So that's what I did. And that's how my story got out. Actually, one of the story, this is the second story. The first story which got out was because Happy Paula, you guys know Happy Paula? She came to see me in the hospital during my surgery. So that's because I didn't tell anyone about about cancer, and then after that story went out. But this got out to Malaysians and the world, and from there I started advocating more on the awareness for breast cancer. So the picture on the right was taken in April. I'll tell you a little bit on what happened there. Okay, so next, the things that I love to do, apart from traveling countries to see cultures and whatnot, I love hiking. I used to do a lot of hiking back then. This was one of our pictures enjoying the sunrise. So, because I had to go through treatment last year, what I'll be attempting, because you see, when it comes to chemotherapy and radiotherapy, I did 16 rounds of chemo, 15 rounds of radio. So it took my stamina away. But I had to keep active. When I was doing treatment, I was doing 3 kilometers to run every day, most of the time. If not, on a normal basis, it's 5 to 10. But you have to just keep on going, and that's what I did. So next year, what I'm working towards is, hopefully by April or June, yeah, I'm going to try and attempt to climb Mount Kinabalu. It's a lifelong dream. I know for some it'll be like, it's a piece of cake, but everyone has their own dreams, right? So after Mount Kinabalu, I want to do Mount Rinjani, which is in Lombok. That will be probably towards the end of next year. So before I was diagnosed, I kind of take life for granted, meaning like I always plan things. I know it's good to plan. Okay, I'm safe. So it's good to plan, but right now it's all about just living life and just, just do it. Like for example, last week, I was so bored and stressed because of like, KL can be quite stressful actually. So what I did was, on that day itself, I bought a flight ticket to Johor and I went to Legoland. I want to see Batman Lego. It was so much fun because the thing is, although all of us are adults, right? Why can't we enjoy sometimes to be a kid? So like sometimes I like to go to the beach behind KLIA to play kites. Sometimes I'm quite a kid lah. So that's kind of spirit I realized I needed a lot to get me through life. And because when it comes to cancer, a lot of people was thinking, they're sad, they're depressed, and that's why they get sicker. So I think so far I've been okay, so I hope I'll be clear for the next 5 years until I'm totally clear. So next, this is the best adventure which I should have done like years ago, but I had to put it off. I just completed my open water diving like 2 months ago. One of the fears I had when it comes to diving was I'm actually afraid of heights. So I didn't realize that when you go into the sea, actually there's quite a height there. So I got screwed. And my best friend was laughing at me because of she said, actually you have to do some mask clearing when you're underwater, where you have to open your mask and then you close it back. So I was really scared and I didn't care. And then they were all like, hey, the visibility down there is really clear. But to me, I was like, I can see only 100 meters. Are you sure or not? But yeah, we've just completed the open water. It's so beautiful down there. And the thing is, as humans, right, I realize, right, sometimes, okay, and especially being a woman, we overthink too much sometimes. And because we overthink too much, we're scared. Like just now, I was overthinking about talking. But I think you're right. Now I'm talking non-stop because I was nervous. So yeah, I mean it's great what you mentioned, grabbing life by the boot. So I should do that. Okay, wait, there's men here. Is there kids? But actually, I should show you guys because if you see me in person, you wouldn't think I had cancer, right? Should I? I should. See? So this is my fake boob. So usually, if I don't like that person, I'll just throw. Or if you want to touch up, right? Okay, sorry. Yo. By the way, I have a few sizes, so it's quite funny. So, by the way, anyway, the things that I discovered when doing this hiking and also diving, I realized there's a lot of cancer patients out there who really wants to do these things, but they are scared. I had to go through a lot of preparation because I have a chemo pot still in my body, so to carry and whatnot, so they wanted to prepare me a wetsuit where they put paddings and everything. So by doing research in things that I love to do, where I can give extra precaution to the others and inspire them, then do not be scared. You went through cancer. You can do this. It's so easy. You go through cancer, this one is a piece of cake. So in the future, we're actually coming out with our own wetsuit, but it's still in progress. But yeah, what we want to do, I'm one of the co-founder of the Godmothers. This is me dancing underwater. So at that time was Raya, so I was like, Joe, get Raya. So anyway, so what we want to do is to inspire and advocate how important, your spirit to live. So this was me. This was in Phuket right after my radiotherapy. I didn't tell my doctor, I just flew right after because I wanted to celebrate. So as you can see, oh my God, this is a so fat picture. But what I wanted to say is, the one-sided bikini, right? People were like in Thailand, but in Malaysia they were like, that's so wrong. But in Thailand they were like all the way like that. So I realized there's quite a number of mastectomy patients in KL or Malaysia. So we found this bikini and I look like normal. Yeah, I was wearing my padding and that's what. So we were thinking of bringing it in to get people to, like, do not feel depressed or disappointed that you lose one boob. You can still be normal, but yeah. Yeah, that was me. I look that man, let you go. I love him. But yeah, so this, sorry, I jumped story just now. So yeah, this is what happened last Friday. So on a random basis these days, I'll just like drop everything and just go. Just wanted to share with you guys before I end soon. So when I was doing treatment, right, I was in Malaysia, right? I couldn't travel anywhere else, right? So everywhere I go, this was in Lone Pine, Penang. I just had fun, like a little kid, just put bubble bath and whatnot. Because the thing is, sometimes the little things in life, you take it for granted. And I mean, like, as simple as a bubble bath, it brings joy to you, how it brings joy to babies. So that's what I wanted to share. This was me. I mean, yeah, as you can see, I like to go in water. So I feel that after I was diagnosed, going through treatment, and that when the more that I help people, I was feeling good about myself because I realized that it gives you so much sense of pleasure to able to help others. And on how you see fit, take that leap of faith when you see it happens. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.